Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to day 171 of Quran in a Year Plus, where we learn to look at the world and live life according to the lens of the Quran. Today we're going to be looking at verses 6 to 14 of Surah Ibrahim. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وإذ قال موسى لقومه اذكروا نعمة الله عليكم إذ أنجاكم من آل فرعون يسومونكم سوء العذاب ويذبحون أبناءكم ويستحيون نساءكم وفي ذلكم بلاء من ربكم عظيم. And remember, O Messenger, when Musa carried out the command of his Lord and said to his people from the children of Israel, reminding them of Allah's blessings upon them, O my people, remember the favor of Allah upon you when He saved you from the people of Pharaoh and delivered you from their tyranny. They were subjecting you to the worst torment, slaughtering your newborn sons so that no one would grow among you who might take Pharaoh's kingdom, and sparing your women alive to humiliate and degrade them. In all of that was a tremendous test for you in patience. So Allah rewarded you for your patience in that trial by rescuing you from the oppression of Fir'aun's people. وَإِذْ تَأَذَّنَ رَبُّكُمْ لَئِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ وَلَئِن كَفَرْتُمْ إِنَّ عَذَابِي لَشَدِيدٌ. And Musa said to them, remember when your Lord clearly declared and made it known to you. If you are grateful to Allah for the blessings He has bestowed upon you, especially those just mentioned, He will surely increase you further in His favor and generosity. But if you deny His blessings and fail to give thanks, then indeed His punishment is severe for the one who rejects His favors and does not show gratitude. وقال موسى إن تكفروا أنتم ومن في الأرض جميعا فإن الله لغني حميد. And Musa said to his people, O my people, if you disbelieve, you and everyone on the earth together, the harm of your disbelief will only return upon yourselves. Allah is completely free of need, worthy of praise in and of Himself. The faith of the believers does not benefit Him, and the disbelief of the disbelievers does not harm Him. أَلَمْ يَأْتِكُمْ نَبَأُ الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ قَوْمِ نُوحٍ وَعَادٍ وَثَمُودَ وَالَّذِينَ مِنْ بَعْدِهِمْ لَا يَعْلَمُهُمْ إِلَّا اللَّهُ جاءتهم رسلهم بالبينات فردوا أيديهم في أفواههم وقالوا إنا كفرنا بما أرسلتم به وإنا لفي شك مما تدعوننا إليه مريب. Has there not reached you, O disbelievers, the news of the destruction of the nations who denied before you, the people of Nuh, the people of Ad, the people of Thamud, and the many nations who came after them, whose numbers none knows except Allah? Their messengers came to them with clear proofs, yet they placed their hands in their mouths, biting their fingers in rage against the messengers. And they said to them, we reject what you have been sent with, and we are in deep, troubling doubt about what you are calling us to. قالت رسلهم أفي الله شك فاطر السماوات والأرض يدعوكم ليغفر لكم من ذنوبكم ويؤخركم إلى أجل مسمى قالوا إن أنتم إلا بشر مثلنا تريدون أن تصدونا عما كان يعبد آباؤنا فأتونا بسلطان مبين. Their messengers responded to them, "Is there any doubt about Allah, the one who alone deserves worship, the creator of the heavens and the earth, who brought them into existence without any prior example? He calls you to believe in him so that he may forgive you your past sins and grant you respite until the appointed end of your worldly lives." Their people replied, "You are nothing but human beings like us. You have no distinction over us. You only want to turn us away from what our forefathers used to worship. So bring us a clear proof that shows you are truthful in your claim that you are messengers sent by Allah to us." قالت لهم رسلهم إن نحن إلا بشر مثلكم ولكن الله يمن على من يشاء من عباده وما كان لنا أن نأتيكم بسلطان إلا بإذن الله وعلى الله فليتوكل المؤمنون. Their messengers said in response, "We are indeed human beings like you. We do not deny that we share that similarity, but similarity in humanity does not mean similarity in every matter. Allah bestows His special favor upon whom He wills from among His servants, choosing them as messengers to the people. It is not within our power to bring you the sign you demand except by Allah's permission. Bringing it is not in our control. Allah alone has the power over that, and upon Allah alone the believers place their trust in all their affairs." وما لنا ألا نتوكل على الله وقد هدانا سبلنا ولنصبرن على ما آذيتمونا وعلى الله فليتوكل المتوكلون. And what could prevent us, what excuse could there be from placing our trust in Him when He has guided us to the straightest and clearest paths? We will surely remain patient over the harm you cause us through denial and mockery. And upon Allah alone do those who truly rely place their trust in all their matters. وقال الذين كفروا لرسلهم لنخرجنكم من أرضنا أو لتعودن في ملتنا فأوحى إليهم ربهم لنهلكن الظالمين. And those who disbelieved from among the people of the messengers, when they were unable to argue against their messengers, said, "We will surely drive you out of our land unless you return to our religion." So Allah revealed to the messengers, strengthening and reassuring them, "We will most certainly destroy the wrongdoers who disbelieved in Allah and in His messengers. وَلَنُسْكِنَنَّكُمُ الْأَرْضَ مِنْ بَعْدِهِمْ ذَلِكَ لِمَنْ خَافَ مَقَامِي وَخَافَ وَعِيدِ. And we will surely settle you, O messengers, and those who follow you, in the land after their destruction. That promise of destroying the denying disbelievers and granting the land to their messengers and the believers after them is for the one who remains mindful of my greatness, aware of my watchfulness over him, and who fears my warning of punishment." As we reflect over today's verses, Allah says, "And when your Lord proclaimed, 'If you are grateful, I will surely increase you. But if you are ungrateful, my punishment is truly severe.'" Imam al-Baqai mentions, when Allah says, "If you are grateful," this was strongly emphasized because souls are inclined to doubt such promises. "I will surely increase you in my blessings." Gratitude preserves what is already present and captures what is absent. When Allah says this statement, it's a conditional statement that if a person is grateful, Allah says with a lot of emphasis, لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ, I will surely grant you more, removing all doubts that through gratitude Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always increases a person. And Imam al-Qurtubi mentioned, Al-Rabi' said, if you are grateful for my blessings, I will surely increase you from my bounty. Al-Hasan said, if you are grateful for my favor, I will increase you in obedience to me. Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma said, if you affirm my oneness and obey me, I will increase you in reward. The meanings of these statements are close to one another. This shows us that there are different types of increases, and Ibn al-Qayyim explains it beautifully. Gratitude is always accompanied by increase. So whenever you do not see yourself in a state of increase, then turn towards shukr. And he also says blessings are three types: a present blessing that the servant is aware of, a future blessing that he hopes for, and a blessing he is currently immersed in but does not even realize. If Allah intends to complete His favor upon His servant, He makes him aware of the blessing he already has. He grants him gratitude as a restraint that ties it down so it does not escape, for blessings flee through disobedience and they are secured through gratitude. He then grants him success in actions that draw down the blessing he hopes for. He shows him the paths that would block it or cut off its arrival and grants him the ability to avoid them. Then the awaited blessing comes to him in its most complete form, and he makes him aware of the blessings he is living in but had not recognized, so that he may give thanks for them. It is narrated that a Bedouin once entered upon Harun al-Rashid and said, O Commander of the Faithful, may Allah keep firm the blessings you are in by your continued gratitude. May He grant you the blessings you hope for through having good expectations of Him and consistent obedience to Him. And may He make you aware of the blessings you are in but do not recognize, so that you may thank Him for them. Shukr is recognizing Allah's blessings, acknowledging them, mentioning them, and using them in ways that pleases Allah. We see in these verses how the disbelievers make multiple excuses. They object to the messengers being human. They resent divine selection. They cling blindly to tradition. They keep demanding more proof, even though they're not even going to believe in it. They frame arrogance as intellectual doubt. They claim ownership over what belongs to Allah. And when all else fails, they resort to threats, which shows that their disbelief hides beneath pride. They think submission is beneath them. They think belief elevates Allah. They think Allah is in need of their belief, but in reality Allah is Al-Ghani, the completely independent, and Al-Hamid, the one who is praiseworthy and always praised. And when their argument fails and they cannot respond intellectually, something else happens. Allah says, and those who disbelieve said to their messengers, we will surely drive you out of our land. Shaykh Sa'di says, they attributed the land to themselves and claimed that the messengers had no right to it. This is among the greatest forms of injustice, for Allah brought His servants into the earth, commanded them to worship Him, and subjected the earth and what is upon it for them to use as a means to assist them in worshipping Him. Notice how when they cannot confront the truth on an intellectual level, they resort to intimidation. When they cannot defeat the argument, they try to silence the one making it. Threat replaces reasoning. And expelling people from their land, especially those calling to the truth, is one of the gravest forms of injustice. And we see the trust of the prophets and their reliance on Allah. Allah tells us that the messenger said to their people, and why should we not place our trust in Allah when He has guided us to our ways? Ibn al-Qayyim says, they were astonished at the idea of abandoning reliance upon Allah after He had guided them. They affirmed that such abandonment would never occur. This shows that guidance and tawakkul are inseparable. The one who possesses the truth because of his knowledge of it and his certainty that Allah is the guardian of truth and its supporter is compelled to rely upon Allah. He has no alternative. Tawakkul gathers two foundations, the knowledge of the heart and its action. As for its knowledge, it is certainty in the sufficiency of the one entrusted, and in his perfect fulfillment of what has been entrusted to him, and that none besides him can take his place in that. As for its action, it is the heart's calmness toward its trustee, its tranquility in him, its entrusting and surrendering of its affair to him, recognizing that none besides him can fulfill that role, and being more pleased with his management than with one's own management of oneself. Through these two foundations, tawakkul is truly realized. The more one gets to know Allah, the more natural reliance upon Him becomes. When a servant truly recognizes Allah's perfection and his own limitations, who else will they rely on? Tawakkul flows from ma'rifah, from knowing Allah. And Allah says, "And we will surely cause you to dwell in the land after them. That is for the one who fears standing before me and fears my warning." Ibn Ashur says, "That is for the one who fears standing before me and fears my warning." The combination of both indicates that it is the right of a believer to fear his Lord's anger and to fear his threat. Those who fear Allah's anger and his warning are the righteous, God-conscious ones. They're the ones who know Allah, and that develops a reverential fear of Him. It propels them to rectify their situation in order to prepare for the day that they stand in front of Allah. So as we walk away from today's episode, let us follow what the Bedouin said. He beautifully summarized the entire reality of gratitude in 3 dimensions. The first, preserve your current blessings through gratitude. Remember them. The second, attain future blessings through good expectations of Allah in obedience. And finally, become aware of hidden blessings so you can thank Allah for them. May Allah, the Almighty, make us amongst those individuals who truly rely upon Him, who truly thank Him, and those who prepare for that meeting with Him. I'll see you tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.